All right. So, without any further ado, it's time for the children. And since it is Women's Day, we're going to have Miss Erin give the children's sermon for today. So, Miss Erin, could you bring the kids up?
Good morning. So today, our service is being run by the women of our church, and I was asked to do the children's sermon. And when I was thinking of a topic to talk about, I thought about all the times that I have seen the ladies of Welka do such great things for our community and our church family, and I wanted to talk some more about that today. Did you know that a long, long time ago, before you were born, before probably any of us in this room were born, it used to be true that women were not allowed to work outside of their homes. There was a time also when only men in this country were allowed to vote. Women couldn't vote, they couldn't own any property, and there were lots of rules and laws that made it seem that men were more important than women. When Jesus was alive on this earth, there were even more rules limiting what women were allowed to do. It's kind of crazy to think about, isn't it? So people were surprised when Jesus treated women exactly as he treated men. He spoke with women in public, he listened to what they had to say, and many of Jesus' disciples were women. And when Jesus traveled all over Israel, teaching about God's love, many women went along with him, just as the 12 disciples did. That's because Jesus thought that every person was important. If they were people who did the right thing, they were important. If there were people that did the wrong thing, they were important. If they were men, they were important. If they were women, they were important. If they were grown-ups, they were important. And if they were children, they were important. No matter what color their skin was, no matter what their religion was, they were important. And that's the way Jesus treated them. Why do you think that Jesus saw all people as important? What do you think? What do you think? Yes, they believed in him, right? What else? He was special, and he thought all the people around him were special, right? Because who made all of us? God made us all, right? In his image, right? So, because all people are God's children, then all people must be important, right? We all belong to God. So when we're here at church, we're learning how to be a follower of Jesus, right? We're learning how to walk in his footsteps. So if all people are important to Jesus, then we have to learn to see all people as important to us, right? When we need to think about the ways that we treat people and include people in our lives, do we treat everyone as someone important? When you're in school, do you treat the janitor the same way as the principal? I hope so. When you're on a soccer team, do you treat the kids on the other team the same way that you would treat your coach, right? With having respect. So in our society today, of course, we know that women can do all the same things that men can do, and that is something to celebrate. And when there is a group of women working together to do good work in Jesus' name, like our Welca ladies here at Holy Trinity, then there's no limit to the great things that can happen. And that is something that we're celebrating today, and we should celebrate every day. And hopefully, we can all get inspired by their efforts and put some of God's love into action in our own lives. Does that sound like something we can do? Yeah, I think so. So, thank you for listening. And we will go to our class. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Aaron. We want to thank you for doing such a spectacular job every single Sunday. You are great with these children. You've been doing it for several years. Can we give Aaron a round of applause? Aaron, wonderful job. Wonderful. Wonderful job. Now you're on your way to learn some great things about Jesus and his love. And we will continue here with a special prelude in honor of Women's Sunday. This is Finlandia.